Congratulations, you got the job. Offer letter signed. First real salary landing in your account in about 30 days. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The next 24 months will quietly decide whether you spend your 30s building wealth or spend them catching up. Not because you need to be rich immediately, but because the habits you set in your first 2 years tend to follow you for the next 20. So here are 7 things to do. In order. Step 1. Before you spend a single ringgit, understand your pay slip. Almost every fresh grad has the same shock. The offer said 3,000 ringgit. The bank account says 2,600 ringgit. Somebody took 400 ringgit. And nobody explained why. Here's what actually happened. 11% of your salary went to EPF. That's your retirement fund. And it is not a tax. It's your money. It's just locked up. Your employer also quietly added another 12 to 13% on top into the same account, which you never see on your payslip. Then a small amount went to SOH-SO and EIS. Those are your insurance if you get injured at work or lose your job. Tiny amounts, genuinely useful. And if your salary is high enough, some goes to income tax. So the number you must plan your entire life around is not the offer letter, it's the take-home number. Write it down. That is your real salary. Everything else in this video is built on that one figure. Step 2. Build your emergency fund before anything else. 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Sitting somewhere boring and instantly accessible. A savings account or a short fixed deposit. Not invested, not locked in anything clever. Why first? Because without it, the first emergency becomes credit card debt at 18% a year. Your car breaks down. Your laptop dies. Your dad gets sick. With no buffer, you borrow. With a buffer, it's just an annoying weekend and a warning. Do not start investing before you have this. Investing without an emergency fund means the moment life happens, you sell your investments at the worst possible time to pay for a car repair. Step 3. Kill any high-interest debt immediately. I need you to understand the ranking here because it decides everything. Credit card debt charges 15 to 18% a year. A personal loan can be similar. That is the most expensive money in your life. Now here's the part that surprises people. Your PTPTN charges 1% a year. It is the cheapest debt you will ever have in your life. So, no. Do not rush to clear it while ignoring an 18% credit card. Pay the PTPTN minimum, set up salary deduction, and attack the expensive stuff first. Step 4. And this one feels contradictory. Get one credit card. On purpose. Wait. I just told you credit card debt is the enemy. That's still true. The debt is the enemy. The card itself is a tool. Here's why you need one. In Malaysia, banks judge you using your credit score. Payment history alone is about 45% of that score. And if you have never borrowed anything, you have no history at all. To the bank, you are a stranger. So years later, when you apply for a home loan, a thin file can mean a smaller loan, or a worse rate, one card, used for normal groceries and petrol, paid in full every single month. Quietly builds that record for years before you need it. One rule though, and it is absolute. Pay the full amount every month, not the minimum, the full amount. If you cannot pay off this month, you could not afford it last month. Treat the card like a debit card that files paperwork for you. Step 5. Do not buy a car yet. I know. Everyone gets a car with their first salary. Your colleague already did. Your parents are asking when. In Malaysia, a car feels less like a purchase and more like a rite of passage. But run the real numbers. A car is not just the monthly installment. It's petrol, tolls, parking, insurance, road tax, servicing, and repairs. On a fresh grad salary, all of that together can swallow a third or more of your take-home pay. And the loan is long. Malaysian car loans stretch up to 9 years. That's a commitment you sign at 23 and finish paying at 32. on a car that lost most of its value years earlier. So wait, take public transport, carpool, or ride a motorbike for the first year or two. Build your emergency fund. Kill your expensive debt. And when you do buy a sensible used car with a shorter loan. The car will still be there, your 20s will not. Step 6. Start investing now. Even if it's 100 ringgit. Most fresh grads wait. They tell themselves they'll start investing once they earn more. Then more becomes more. And they start at 35 instead of 23. Those 12 years were the most valuable ones they had. Here's why time matters more than amount. Your money grows on top of the growth it already made. Start early and small, and the growth does most of the work. Start late and big, and you're just depositing money, and you do not need a lot to start. A SB starts from 100 ringgit. Robo-advisors start from 100 ringgit or less. Your EPF is already earning 6.15%, and you can voluntarily top it up. The obstacle was never the amount, it was starting. Step 7. And this is the one that quietly decides everything. Let your lifestyle lag behind your income. Here's what normally happens. You get a raise, and within 1 month your spending rises to match it. Nicer condo, nicer phone, nicer weekends. You earn more and somehow save the same amount. That's called lifestyle inflation, and it is why people earning good money still live paycheck to paycheck. The fix is simple and slightly painful. When you get a raise, bank at least half of it before you feel it. Keep living like your old salary for a while longer. Wealth is not what you earn, it's the gap between what you earn and what you spend. So that's your first 2 years. Understand your payslip, build the emergency fund, kill expensive debt. Get one card and pay it in full. Delay the car, start investing something, and let your lifestyle lag your income. None of this makes you rich this year. That's not the point. The point is that at 30, you have options instead of obligations. And that's worth more than any car you could have bought at 23. If this helped, send it to a fresh grad who just signed their offer letter. That's your Ringgit Explained. See you in the next one.